for those that don't know everyone, Brett's going to be our team parent, team manager. I'll go over this and then I'll let him talk about like fundraising, all this stuff that I don't want to do. But for me, we've got our game schedule on here. Training schedule, I believe, should be 3:45 to 5:15. We're in a bit of a war with that with some other programs. If that changes, I will let you guys know, but as of now, that's what I've been told is our time slot. So the girls will be here after school. I think a handful haven't really released if they need to go home or whatnot. Incoming freshmen or people that weren't on varsity last year, Kim's in there, our trainer. She's there to tape. She's there to help with injuries, that kind of stuff. So if you have any specific needs with that, we try and get that done as soon as possible right after school so we can get on the field by 3:45. We've only got a really small slot of time to do what we need to do with 18 girls. So trying to maximize that by minimizing all that. Varsity schedule, this won't change. This is locked in and solidified. We put in 11 o'clock for the Jamboree. I know on the websites and stuff that is not up there yet. That shouldn't change. That is 100% 11 o'clock is our first game time next Thursday. For those that don't know what Jamborees are, what they look like, they're 30 minutes. So the whole game is a 30-minute game. We'll play 2 of them. There's not much we can really get done in a 30-minute game, but it's just having the girls get out there, get used to playing with each other, for those that haven't played with each other, and just for us to try out some different formations and people in different pockets of the field.
The second game, by the way, that day theoretically is 12:30. So we if ours starts right at 11, we're done at 11:30. Next team's on. It's going to be a little bit like we might have a little delay, but theoretically we play at 12:30, which means the girls are done by 1 and back here by 2 or something like that. So we'll see how it goes. It could be a little later, but we have a bus, so we're good.
And we should be getting a couple of those pop-up tents. The boys are giving us a couple because Alan has too many. So we'll hopefully take a couple of those to the game because I'm assuming it's probably going to be hot. But for you guys and parents, if you guys are helping the girls pack and stuff, make sure we're bringing a lot of like hydration, things to eat during the break, and things that aren't really going to weigh them down. So light snacks, carbs, that kind of stuff. Some program standards for me. So last year we did a 24-hour rule. My big request with this is that if families have issues with playing time or anything along those lines, the girls need to come to us first. We're helping you guys raise young women. I've been in these shoes, and I think it's extremely important for these kids to advocate for themselves. So if they've got issues, we will always hold an open door policy. We aren't scary. I feel like I fit in with these girls. I get confused with them all the time in the airports.
I don't.
But please have them come to us first. If we don't feel like we're getting anywhere or they don't get what they wanted out of that conversation, we will involve you guys. But I want them to do this on their own first, because once they get to college, if they're going to play sports or just talking to their manager, you're not going to be there telling them to do. So number one, have them come to us first. If we can't resolve, we'll involve you guys. Pretty similar to last year, we're the development program. So we're looking to possess the ball. We're going to make mistakes. We're looking to build out of the back. This personnel of girls that we have this year are very good at that. So our center backs, our outside backs are comfortable on the ball, and that's where we're going to look to build out of. Will it cost us goals at some point? Yes, absolutely. That's just the nature of the game. But that's for us to do. So if you're in the stands and these girls hear voices from us, from their teammates, from you guys in the stands, you're only making their job harder. So if any, please refrain from saying anything to our girls besides good job, good luck, go get them, that kind of stuff. It just makes our job and their job 10 times harder and confusing, and honestly, it upsets these kids. They may not tell you that, but it's hard to hear your own parent in the stands yelling at you when you're asked to do something from your coach.
They tell us.
Yeah.
They tell us that they were embarrassed. They tell us I hated my drive home last night. They tell us I heard them in the stands. They tell us, and they tell their friends.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. If we can try to eliminate that, that'd be really helpful for the whole program.
Yeah. Other requests I ask for from families and parents. We are a unit. So I tell these girls, you look after one another, and you guys should do the same thing. So we're not going home talking about other players. because it just feeds into our team. We hear it in the stands. We hear it from these kids when they hear it in the stands or when they hear it at a friend's house. I don't want any of it. So if we're going to have conversations about soccer, it's led by these girls. It's positive conversations and realizing that we can't do this as individuals. We've got 11 players on the field. To go 1v11, if that's what your goal is, you're never going to win. So I'm asking the girls to buy into this program. I'm asking you guys to buy into this program because it only benefits us. In my opinion, I think this is probably one of the best teams we've had in a handful of years. And I think these kids can go very far. And negating the negative talk and that kind of stuff from the other end or the other side of the field is just going to help them get to where they want to go. I'll let you guys read through all those standards. We'll also send out a parent handbook that we've spent a little bit of time putting together. I'll send you guys a recap of this and then including that. So if you guys have a minute to brief through it, take a look at it. There's a lot of parent standards in there, requirements, stuff for these girls as well. So if you guys have the time as well, please take a look through it. A couple things that are changing from last year. I'm requiring a tracksuit. So Jersey is going to be our store page, like our team page. That should be up. They said by the end of this week they are behind on some high school stuff, so should have been up last Tuesday, but it should be done by hopefully tomorrow. It's a black tracksuit. If you have one from last year, that's okay. I just want to make sure it's all black. When we're in uniform, when we're in formality, it tends to help these kids play better. So if we're going to show up in baggy sweats and pajama pants and a purple sweatshirt, you're just going to feel like you play, or you're going to play like you feel. So that's one thing for me. Bus rides for new families as well. I require these girls to go there together and back together. In my opinion, that's part of the experience. Same thing in college. You don't get to travel somewhere by yourself and then meet your team there. You bus together, you fly together, that kind of stuff. So I'm requiring that here too. For parents that can't drive, or kids that can't drive, you can pick them up back here after away games. They will bus there together, they will bus back, and they can pick them up. If there's some sort of random thing that happens, there's a big need for one kid to go, please communicate that with me the week of. I don't want to hear about it after the game on Tuesday or Thursday, because I'll say no. So if you know you're going to have to leave right away from a game because you're in on a flight or you're going out of town, whatever it is, please tell me at least 2 or 3 days in advance. Got it? Pasta feeds. He'll probably talk a bit more about this, but we do them before every home game. So the girls will all get together. Sometimes we go if we can. If I don't have other training sessions, but one of the parents, there's going to be a handful of you that will opt into helping out. They'll all come to your house, they'll hang out, eat some dinner, and skedaddle. It's not a long process. We're grateful that families are welcoming to the girls to have them there at their own house. And I think you're doing a sign-up sheet for that. So I'll let him get into all that stuff. Like I told everybody, communication-wise, everything will be through Parent Square. If you guys are looking to communicate about outside stuff or happy hour, whatever it is, do it somewhere else. But Parent Square is for all communication that needs to go to us and from us. I'm okay with you guys reaching out via text or email if necessary, or you're looking to get to me faster. That's okay as well. But most of my stuff going out to everybody will be through there. Did I miss anything? Cool. Do you want to chat about fundraising, the retreats, and that kind of stuff?
Yeah. So again, I'm Brett. I'm Claire's dad. I will be hopefully minimizing the amount I embarrass her this year, which will be a difficult task. I hope Claire understands that. But yeah, so I am. This past year, I spent a bunch of time trying to formalize this program, or the role, and really define it, in hopes that the next parent is going to have an easier time doing this. So this whole year is me trying to set up the next parent and the next parent after that. And so what we're doing with this role is that we are doing everything that allows Ace and Bass, and that sounds like a rock band's name too, by the way.
I got
it might be.
It's
some
didn't
reason.
know that.
And then to let them coach on the field and deal with our daughters. Okay, that's full stop. So anything beyond that, that's what I'm going to try and help organize, and I'm going to need your support in doing. Everyone has a role in that. Please volunteer. Please reach out to me if you think you have a way to help attain that goal, because I know a lot of our girls are doing club soccer, which is awesome, and Scott its place. But I think the high school soccer is a really special memory for the girls in the long term. And so we really want to cultivate that and make sure that they are doing that. And a lot of that is through raising money. The things that they can do, we have to have money for. We just met with the school treasurer this week too to deal with funds. We get pretty much only to the coach's salary and transportation to be paid for by the district. Everything else is on us. And so stuff like the pasta feeds, hopefully we'll be able to reimburse for. The retreat this weekend, we're covering down some costs as well, and we're really trying to reduce the amount that parents have to pay extra for. So when we do any type of fundraising, like we're gonna have the Texathon coming up here, and I'll have more information about what that is. We're gonna give a script to the girls this year. We're gonna have a tax deductible this year for people too. We really wanna push that out to friends and families to help reduce the burden on everyone, okay? We also are gonna have a concessions night. We're doing the football game on the 19th of September. I know the girls are gonna self-organize and get that, get those positions manned for that game. I need parents to help out with, especially those with food cards, to help volunteer for that as well. And really, if you did concessions last year, these girls have this thing locked down too, so it's really just watching them eating a hot dog and having a Coke and relaxing and chatting with your buddies. That's what it really comes down to. The other thing for fundraising too, we've had some possible requests for doing scarves again this year. We did them 2 years ago and they were pretty popular. If anyone is wanting to get involved in getting that together or designing that, please reach out to me, and we can try and get some scarves, some sports agnostic scarves out there, so we can get more people to buy them. Let's see, pasta feeds. I'm going to be sending out a Sign Up Genius this weekend. We do it the night before each home game. I'll send out directions. Don't be Brady Gusa, who made this wonderful Italian bolognese one year for the girls. That was supreme, but they really didn't appreciate it and touch it that much. What you like, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Just we'll have a formula that works for the girls. That's all they want. They want in, they want out, and that's all you're there for. Also, we are probably going to, Erin and I are gonna host, this is my wife Erin too, by the way. We're gonna try and host a parents meeting at our house before the season starts. So look for that information.
It's just a happy hour.
Just a happy hour, yeah. We're not gonna feed you. You're not worth it.
It's not a meeting, I said.
It's just a happy hour. It's whatever she says it is.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. See?
That is
Other
the
guys,
answer.
right? So more information to come, and I think that's it. Did I miss anything from anyone? Okay.
Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah.
I'm going to say one more thing really quick, and that is